Hi, everyone. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being part of the channel. Um, just to get the yada yadas out of the way, if so inclined, please like and subscribe. If not, that's okay too. I will still be here. Um, so, my name's Holly, psychic medium, energy reader. I will use cards as a jumping off point. I use them in general readings only as a way to facilitate listening and getting the messages in a very fast way from spirit. I always listen to the voice of spirit first and foremost, and I encourage all of you to do the same. Okay, so the vibe. I like to start out with that. You know that, and it's early. I got my writable mug out. Better watch out. You know what that means. Well, I don't know. I just said that because it's funny. But it usually means there's a very distinct message coming through. So, yeah. Be and believe. Those were the two words I heard. And then I pushed a little bit and asked Spirit, so what does that mean? And of course, it means stand up for what you believe in. Don't let go of what you believe in, and don't give in. Don't give in on your hopes. Don't give up on your dreams. Don't give in. You have the right to believe in yourself and what is right and in the best interest of all. Please remember, you have that right within yourself. No one can ever take away your thoughts, ever. And that is the kernel. That is the core. That is the, and I didn't expect all this to come up. That is the seed of where real change starts. It's internal, and then it becomes external. Use your voice. And remember this phrase, I am, and then you fill in the blank. I've heard those described as the two most powerful words that we could utter. I am, because what you tell yourself is what will become real for you. Fill in the blank with something positive. All right, that's the vibe. And I want that to carry through the weekend too. I have this kind of feeling of, I don't know what's coming. I don't know what's going on. If you never hear anything else, remember that phrase, I am. And you hold on to that and you fill it in. And it's not a clawing, clinging hope. It is a resolute knowing what you are, who you are, and what you believe. Okay? All right. Whew. All right. And that real intense energy has alleviated and lifted a little. So I guess that needed to be heard. Yeah, my allergies are out of control. So if I'm a little sniffly, snorty, you know what's going on there. And the roller coaster of the weather is insane here. So anyway, okay, let's get to it. Let's find out what the reading is, because this is going to be your Friday reading and it's going to carry us through the weekend. Okay. Let me get a little drink first. Okay. All right. There we go. All right, so we're going to start with the Energy and Spirit Oracle deck, and we're going to figure out here figure out is a weird way to put it. Let's find out if this is going to be a continuation of the vibe for the day, or if it's going to be its own message, or if it's going to precipitate what's coming in the reading. I already know I'm going next to the Unfolding Path Tarot, just because incredibly drawn to that one. And that, I don't know if that's going to be the only other deck I use today or not. I don't know. Let's see what we've got here. Big change, big change. That's the theme for March anyway, change. So, big change coming. And also, I need to say this. I was thinking about it earlier before I got started. And I've already said all my prayers ahead of time, asking for all that is, creator of all things, spirit guides and guardians, the sacred self or higher self, I like to call it sacred self, um, to be in this reading, please. Archangels, Ascended Masters. But for those of you in this country, stay strong. Just stay strong. For those of you in other countries, stay strong. We have 3 predominant other areas that watch, and it's not a huge following, but oh, this has just opened up. Past life guides. Cool. Okay. But Canada, the UK as a whole, and Australia seem to be the places where we have a little bit of a group of regulars, and I cannot tell you how grateful I am. Just that link to other areas, it brings me so much comfort. I cannot even begin to tell you how much comfort it brings me. Okay. And if you are looking, this is going to be a personal reading, and it is a general reading. If you are looking for political readings, Revealing Light Tarot, a Revealing Light YouTube channel. She is based in Australia. I really like her. We jibe. We have similar views. And so if you are looking for something that is a political read specifically, and she focuses on the world, but she also focuses a lot on the U.S. just because, holy moly, well, ripple effect. So anyway, thank you for being so supportive. Thank you. All right, let's get to it. Let's get to it. And to our neighbors in Canada, I love you. I love Canadians. All right. No trolls, please. It doesn't matter anyway, because I'll just delete anything negative. You know, I'm not going to subject anybody to that. All right, so let's get into it. Let's get into it. Happy Friday, happy weekend. We are going to have a great weekend because we are going to make it so. I am strong. I am powerful. I am healthy. I am fit. I am wonderful. I am a child of the Creator. All right, see how that works? All right, this card was sideways. Woo. All right. Longing and desperation. The card attachment came out. Card 2, attachment. I'm also hearing entanglement. Okay, we need to leave that out because I do feel like, I know, okay, in card 42, prosperity. I feel like this is tied specifically to issues of prosperity. Archangel, and I'm shaking because I haven't had breakfast and I am really hungry at this point. Archangel Raguel, card 36. Justice, harmony, solutions. All right, so we need to call on and look up Archangel Raguel. He looks like the depiction on this card. He reminds me of a young version of an actor. He played Beauty. He played in the old series Beauty and the Beast. You know, I think he looks like a younger version of him. Anyway, I don't know why that came up in my head. But anyway. And card 13, confusion. So, honey, I feel your pain. I do. So I feel all those feelings with you. But let's just get into this. All right. And I know I'm a little all over the place today. I think it's because I'm so hungry. All right. So we have attachment, prosperity, Archangel Raguel, and confusion. Now, many choices and uncertainty. That is the confusion. We have many choices ahead of us. Oh. So we have in the future choices to be made. Okay. And we are making those choices this month. March is the month of change. All right. And, you know, I'm not super familiar with Rugwell. I know I've looked him up before, or it doesn't matter what gender you assign to it. But justice, harmony, and solutions. I love that. So let's remember, we are not in this alone. We have each other. And thank you for commenting on each other's comments. I love that. I absolutely love it. But, all right, so we are not in this alone. Reach out to your helpers, reach out to your guides, reach out to your guardians. Okay, that is critically important. when we come into and they want me to say this, so when we come into a human incarnation, we are, in some ways, we are at an advantage because we're like boots on the ground in this existence. However, we're at a disadvantage because we leave a lot of that knowledge on the other side. That's why it's important to call in your higher self / sacred self, whatever language you want to use for that. We do leave a little piece of, we are connected. We are always connected to the other side. And they are so happy that I'm bringing this up right now. By they, I mean spirit guides, guardians, the angelic realm, what beings of light. Okay. So, we've got to remember to call on them. One of the things about coming into a human existence is that we have free will. That's why you have so many people who don't fully transition or cross over. But I do fully, absolutely, 100%, cannot stress this enough. Call on your helpers. Call on the divine. Ask for assistance for clarity, wisdom, knowledge of what to do. I always ask for guide on my actions, thoughts, and deeds. Or words. Words, thoughts, and actions. Deeds and actions are kind of the same thing. So, always guide all that I do. And today I'm super jumbled because I'm really hungry and I've already had coffee in addition to the little sip there. So, yeah, that would explain some of my behavior. The attachment, let's get back to the cards. The attachment is one of confusion about what direction to take related to your prosperity. We are looking at some really intense changes going on in this country. So anything you can do to shore up your finances, I would suggest. And think about where you're spending your hard-earned dollars, okay? But we need to look at this Archangel Raguel. He is going to balance some scales. He's holding scales, and I'm here in the bottom it says justice, harmony, and solutions, but I'm hearing balancing. He is going to create balance, and he is going to, or she, however you want to identify that being is going to come in with a great deal of strength. I almost wrote strength on the mug today. There's going to be a great deal of strength. So that is where we need to take the focus for the rest of the reading. I'm also hearing get out of your own head, and I need to take that to heart. Thank you very much. Get out of your own head and remember that you have the ability and the strength to do whatever you choose. Okay. Well, I'm going to say it right now. Archangel Raguel, archangels, beings of light, I ask for your intervention. I ask for your divine wisdom. I ask for help and understanding in all ways. Bring clarity to all involved in all situations. If they reject it, send it to those who will accept it. I'm treating that the same way I would healing energy. We can't force our opinion on people, or we shouldn't. Bring peace. I call for peace. Okay, so let's look at the Unfolding Path Tarot. So, this word strength, and if you want to put that as the fill in the blank, I am strong. I am strength personified. All right. Okay, they want me to say this. What I was hearing was you are never as strong as you don't know your own strength. Your truest strength shines at times of adversity. Now that doesn't mean it has to be prolonged and ongoing. And they also want me to talk about this. There have been a lot of comparisons made to the 1940s and the world wars. And we know more now. We know better now. We also use social media in a way that you can reach out to others so that we are not so isolated, so things can't be done in secret and in private. That will be a savings grace, and I'm hearing that very clearly. All right, that's it. Now, let's go on. What is the strength in the personal life? Because in the Energy and Spirit Oracle deck, we were shown that there's some confusion and entanglement in the idea and concern, fear, or worry about finances. So let's look at that a little closer. That's going to be the crux of this reading. So, well, my word. Okay. Look at that. It just popped straight on up, face up, jumped up, and it's the Sun card. Those sunflowers on the bottom are very telling. That is also significant of coins. It's in some decks, instead of coins or pentacles, they use sunflowers, and it's also indicative of psychic knowing and psychic work. They're on the bottom of the card, and they're also in that person's hair. So, and the Sun. This is the Sun card. The Sun card is always considered the best card in the deck. I've heard it over and over again. Best card in the deck. From multiple people, multiple readers. One that I used to go to when I was really young, and man, she was just brilliant. Someone I knew in town, absolutely brilliant. And she always called it the best card in the deck. And so, anyway, I think she still has a site where you can write in and get email. Her name's Mary Lou. So Mary Lou, clairvoyant, psychic. You could probably Google it and find her. You know, she's not, she's moved since, but she always called the Sun card the best card in the deck. Brilliant reader. So anyway, this in relation to the attachment, entanglement, confusion, concern about money, your prosperity is going to grow. There will be, God, they're showing me this Camelot imagery again. I had this, like, I don't know when, it was 2, 3, I don't know when it was, but I remember there was a week where I had nothing, but it seemed like Camelot imagery. And I'm hearing Camelot will rise. Camelot will rise again. So even though at some point the land becomes barren, just remember, we have the ability to plant the seeds. So we have to plant the seeds. Oh, and I'm seeing another version of the sunflower and the seeds, putting them in pockets. For those of you who know about that reference, you'll know. Yeah. We have the ability to rise. Trust your instincts. Trust your knowing. Trust your intuition. Do not let fear take over. Stay strong in your thoughts and your purpose of mind, your clarity. When I say purpose, I mean clarity. Stay strong in your clarity, and you will overcome any adversity. All right, and that includes financial. All right. Anything else? Whew. Okay. Man, this is kind of an intense reading today. A lot going on here. I'd like to pull it together. Do you want me to still use this deck? Yeah. No, they don't want me to use that deck. They want me to, I haven't used this one in a little while. Pulp Tarot. Okay. This one is, this is my blunt tarot deck. This is what I refer to as a blunt message, talk about filling in the blanks, the to the wall, yeah, kind of tarot deck. So, basketballs to the wall. Okay. So yeah, it's, if you all know that phrase, you know what I'm talking about. So, anyway, so yeah, what is this one's going to be probably fairly short too. We're already almost 20 minutes in though. So what is the culminating message? Because we know we got the Sun card, and it's almost like you can leave it there. Why do you need to even go any further? But I feel like there's another message. So the two cards that are jumping out and the two messages that are jumping out or the three messages, stay strong with your clarity and focus of your thoughts. Focus and train your thoughts. That's one. Remember to call on the archangels. And I'm leaving this card face up because I'm going to be looking up that pretty soon. Rodwell. And then also the Sun card and relate it to finances. So take a deep breath. Get centered. Get focused. That's important. Now, what is the message? What is the culminating message about this? Because we're going to be okay. I'm hearing we are going to win. And you can take that in whatever way you want. It's just going to take a little while. I'm hearing that anything that does not come with the best of intentions will internally implode. Okay. Well, these just went... I'm sorry. These just went flying out. Okay. Yeah. Okay. This kind of confirms what I was just saying. Because what I was seeing was this kind of creepy energy that was crashing in on itself. So the weight of its own oppressive thoughts will cause it to crumble. Now, that doesn't mean overnight, and that doesn't mean right away. But remember, you are a being of light. You are a being of light. You have a perfect soul. You have all the tools you need to connect to your most sacred self. You have all the tools that you need to create to the all that is and all of the other beings of light. This is a temporary existence. All we need to, and you do what you need to do. This is general, okay? This is a general reading. But all we need to do is remember to bring in as much light as we can and shine it as far out as we can. Your actions and your words need to match up. So there may be a time when you have to speak up. But everything comes out in the light of day, and I have always said that. Everything will always come out in the light of day. We have the Ten of Cups. Stability and a very happy family. And they're in a bowling alley and they're winning. So it is not the time to be in the Eight of Swords trapped in your own thoughts. That you can change your thoughts. You can walk out of that as hard as it is. You can rip off, you can just shimmy out of those ropes, take off the blinders. And what do I always say? Pick up that sword and use it to defend yourself if need be. But I think you can just walk away. And then that's the Eight of Swords. And then we go to the Six of Swords. And that's exactly what happens. And we had the Six of Swords the other day with those crows pulling the little boat. Yeah. So the Six of Swords. You are going to move toward your happiness because you are not going to be imprisoned by your own thoughts. You are going to get up. You're going to stand up. You may even use one of those swords as an oar, and you're going to get in a boat and you're going to go find your happiness because you know you have it within you to do. So that's the culminating message. And how do we do that? With divine help, remembering who we are, remembering we are a child of the divine. And we got the Sun card on a Friday to take us through the weekend. If you feel the nudge to do something, then do it. If you feel the nudge to explore a career path, a change in diet, a change in thought patterns, a change in whatever it is, try it. You can always change your mind. Okay? All right. Yeah. Man, this was kind of all over the place, but I think it's I think it's still, I mean, this feels incredibly positive. It feels really, really positive. And I started the week with this little deck, so let's end it with this little deck. The Blossom Lenormand, something. Why can I never remember this? It's the something Blossom, but it's a Lenormand deck. Okay. One card, please. Well, okay. Yeah. All right, thank you. We got the mice card. Mice are survivors and they're stealthy little creatures. Now, they also warn you not to get too in your head, that Eight of Swords, if you get too in your head and start overthinking things. But remember, you are a survivor. You can do this. You are absolutely a survivor. And when I opened it up, book came out. So I feel like somebody is getting ready to embark on a new form of study or studying of a new subject. And this means the same whether it's Lenormand or Tarot. And when I opened up the deck again, we got the Sun card, that radiating burst of brilliant light. You are the sun. You are the sun. You are the light. So we have the twice best possible card could come up. Best possible energy and message. All right, we're going to leave it there. Thank you for being here. And I am sending all of you love, gratitude. And remember, what are you filling in that blank with after I am? Even if you just want to say, I am the sun card, or I am the sun, S-U-N. I am a being of light. Wow, my stomach just growled. I got to get some food. All right. Thank you, and we will talk soon.